If you have ever fished here in Louisiana, you've no doubt caught a garfish, a primitive sort of fish, very fun to catch because they fight so much. But after the fight, most anglers just throw them back. Now, researchers at the LSU AgCenter's Aquaculture Research Station have recently succeeded in spawning this ancient fish that is threatened by the loss of habitat across the U.S. Craig Gautreaux reports on the future of this prehistoric fish.
Research involves an element of persistence. Last year, researchers at the LSU AgCenter's Aquaculture Center were not successful in spawning a population of alligator gar. This year, their perseverance was rewarded with an abundance of juvenile gar, which will be instrumental for research on this ancient fish.
We're not actually looking at distributing these larvae for restoration because we don't want to mix these coastal genes with the main, Ohio and Mississippi River.
Outside of Louisiana, gar populations have been on a steady decline. Researchers point to two main reasons why they believe the gar are disappearing.
A couple of those are loss of habitat as well as potential overfishing. A lot of researchers have centered on the fact that habitat loss might play a larger role as opposed to exploitation through angling.
Green and several research associates were busy removing gar from their spawning tanks and placing them in larger ponds to be held for future spawnings and other research projects. He says that contrary to their reputation and ferocious appearance, alligator gar are quite docile.
Gar get a real bad rap in terms of being a river monster, as being a ferocious animal. You can get in these tanks right now with these gar, they're not going to eat you.
Green says that some of the largest gar are nearly 70 pounds and a mature gar can produce more than 50,000 eggs. With the LSU AgCenter, this is Craig Gautreaux reporting.
Alligator gar are found in river systems throughout the state and even in some saltwater marshes along Louisiana's coast.